What did God say? Hey, my brother right here. Hey, my brother right here on the board. Hey, come around real quick. Let me get 5 minutes out you. Let me get 5 minutes out you, bro. What's going on with you? You just got off work? Hey, do me a favor. Come around the front. We got some signs and some stuff for you, man. Check this out. Hey, what's your name? Phil. Phil? You say you just got off work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You about to head to the crib?
Yep.
Okay. So what we going over right now is we going over God's love, right? We're going on how to love God. So you believe in God?
I do.
You believe in God? Okay. You love God? So how do you love God?
You know, showing my appreciation for the things that he got in this world, the people that he brought up in here.
Okay, what does that mean though? Make it plain. You got a younger brother or sister?
I do.
Make it like you're trying to teach them. Explain that to them. How do you love God?
I love God like I love myself.
You love God like you love yourself. Okay. So what we do is we go into the Bible, right? Because I used to have the same answers, bro. All of us up here used to have the same type of answers. Love is the feeling I get in a closed room and I get chills, right? But this is the love of God. Give me 1 John 5 and 3.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God.
So the Bible says that this is the love of God. Watch this. It's going to explain how to love God. Read.
That we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
Keep his commandments.
So Philip, right? Phil. So how did the Bible say that we love God or that we show love to God?
Keep his commandments.
We got to keep his commandments. So now let me ask you a couple questions. What commandments are you keeping to show that you love God?
Bring it out.
That's a cold one, right?
Think a little bit.
I seen that. Because this book is full of commandments. Like, let me give you one. Give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
What you about to do after this?
I'm gonna go home, decompress.
Decompress?
Get ready for the next day.
You work tomorrow? Okay. Watch, let me show you something. This is one law, right? Read that.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
So one of God's laws to show that you love him, it says to remember the Sabbath day. What day is the Sabbath day?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You forgot.
I did.
You forgot. But that's why the Bible says to do what? Remember it. Right? So we're going to put that in remembrance for you. Watch this.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So the Bible says that 6 days you got to do your work, but the seventh day of the week is the Sabbath of the Lord. What day is that?
Sunday.
You think it's Sunday?
No.
You think it's Sunday? You got a phone?
Bring it up.
Pull out your phone and go to your calendar app and scroll all the way to the left and let me see what day that is. Because that's a common misconception that we have in our communities, that the seventh day of the week is Sunday. But watch this. Just look to the far left. What's the week start with? What day is that?
Start with Sunday.
It start with what?
Start with Sunday.
It start with Sunday.
That's right.
So guess what? Sunday is not the seventh day, it's the first day. So Saturday is the seventh day, or what the Bible call it. The Sabbath. The Sabbath. So one stipulation for the Sabbath, because it starts at sundown Friday, and it goes all the way till Saturday sundown. You understand? You got any questions on that?
No. I guess to me that's basically start here and end here.
Right. Because give me Genesis real quick. Genesis 1 and 5. I'm gonna show you something, because that's how the Lord he acknowledges his days. Right? They start at sundown and it goes to the next day. Watch. I'm gonna read out the Bible. Read.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning,
He said the evening and then into the morning was what?
were the first day.
That's how you count your days, starting at the night. So Friday night to night, going into tomorrow night, that's the Sabbath. So the first thing we read in Exodus, it said, you should not what on the Sabbath? I'm gonna help you out. Go back to Exodus 28. Read 9.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 9. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So Sunday, all the way through Friday before sunset, what? You can do all your work, but read.
But the seventh day,
But on that Saturday, what?
but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
What the Bible say right there?
Shall not labor.
You're not supposed to do any work on the Sabbath day. So unfortunately, you locked into a schedule right now. But guess what? All of us up here were in that same predicament at one time.
Right.
But guess what? There's some things that you can do at your job to request these things as religious accommodation, right? You can get the Sabbath day off, because I know that our people like to say that. They like to say, oh, bro, I got to work. I got to get my bread. But the Bible, what's more important? What we trying to do or what the Bible tells us to do?
Bring it out.
What the Bible tells us to do, right? So let me get another one. Give me Nehemiah real quick. Because you finna pass some stores up on the way home?
Yeah.
Yeah? You finna grab like a little drink or something? It's kind of cold?
On the bus.
You finna get on the bus? Okay, let me show you something real quick. Watch this.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring it up.
And if the people of the land bring ware or victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
So the Bible says if on the Sabbath day people are bringing ware or victuals, do you know what ware or victuals are?
I know vittles is food.
Victuals is food. Yeah, you right. Ware would be like
Where just sound like
clothes, but it's all the other essential stuff, you know what I'm saying? Generic besides food, right?
Okay.
So watch this. It says if those people bring that to you on the Sabbath, what?
To sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
So it said that we're not supposed to do what as well on the Sabbath? We're not supposed to buy or sell on the Sabbath. Hey, Brother Daniel, you believe that right there? It said we're not supposed to buy on the Sabbath. You know when the Sabbath is? When is the Sabbath? Okay, I'll praise. All right. So watch this. So the Bible said no working, no buying, right? What else? No, you said no selling, right? Give me Exodus. Give me Exodus 16:23. So what I'm showing you is how to love God, right? Because all of us up here in this purple and gold, we at one time did not know how to love God.
Right.
Somebody had to teach us how to love God, right? So when we telling you these things, we're not trying to get at you. Yeah. But a lot of our people can misconstrue it. You know what I'm saying? So watch this. Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
Okay, so the Lord said, he's speaking in terms of tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath, right? So if he's saying tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath, what day is he saying that on?
Read up. Well, if it starts Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
Right. He would be talking about, so if the Sabbath starts on Friday sundown, right? To Saturday sundown, and I tell you tomorrow is the Sabbath, what day am I saying that on?
Friday.
No, I'm saying, you can say Friday.
Starts on the Friday.
Right, in the evening. Right, yes sir. So watch. It said tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. So what should we do?
Bake that which ye will bake today, and see that ye will see.
It says since the Sabbath is tomorrow, it says bake what you gonna bake today, and seed, which means boil what you gonna boil today. So it said prepare all your food for the Sabbath today. Watch, read.
And that which remaineth overlay up for you to keep until the morning.
Read that part again.
And that which remaineth overlay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So the Bible says you cannot cook on the Sabbath, right? So that's buying, selling, cooking, right? That's how you keep the Sabbath day holy. That's how you love God.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.